late for work, honking horns blaring like a bad action movie soundtrack, your phone's blowing up with notifications, your coffee's gone cold, and your boss is probably plotting your demise. You're freaking out, right? Now, what if I told you that some of history's toughest minds, Roman emperors, enslaved philosophers, literal warriors, would look at your meltdown and say, "Chill, bro. You're stressing over the wrong stuff." Welcome to Stoicism's secret weapon, the dichotomy of control. It's a 2,000-year-old mental hack so powerful it can turn your chaos into calm, your panic into power, and maybe even make you the Captain America of your own life. But here's the catch. It's brutally simple, yet insanely hard to master. Are you ready to unlock this Stoic superpower and stop sweating the small stuff, or the big stuff you can't change? Smash that like button if you're in, and let's dive into a mind-blowing journey that could flip your world upside down, starting right now. Okay, confession time. How many of you have lost your cool over something totally out of your hands? Like, your flight gets delayed, your Wi-Fi drops during a Netflix binge, or your ex posts a cryptic Instagram story that's definitely about you. Yeah, me too. We're all guilty of raging at the universe like it's a customer service line that keeps putting us on hold. But here's where the Stoics drop a truth bomb that hits harder than a Thanos snap. There's stuff you can control and stuff you can't. And stressing over the can't is like punching a brick wall and wondering why your hand hurts. Epictetus, a Stoic legend who started life as a slave, said it best: "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Sounds easy, right? Wrong. It's a game changer, and it starts with figuring out what's actually in your wheelhouse. Stick around, because I'm about to drop a Stoic trick that'll save your sanity. And it's simpler than you think. Here's your first Stoic challenge. Call it your Avengers-level mission for today. Grab a piece of paper or your notes app, no judgment, and draw a line down the middle. On the left, write stuff I can control. On the right, write stuff I can't control. Now think about your day so far. That traffic jam? Right side, can't control it. Your boss's mood? Right side, out of your hands. But your reaction to the traffic? Left side, totally yours. Your decision to stay calm instead of flipping out? Left side, 100% your call. This is the dichotomy of control in action, sorting life into two buckets and focusing only on the one you can actually stir. It's like decluttering your mind, Marie Kondo style. Except instead of sparking joy, you're sparking peace. And here's the fun part. I want you to do this every day for a week. Then come back to the comments and tell me. Did it change how you handle stress? Did it make you feel like Black Panther, cool and in command? Hit that subscribe button if you're ready to take on this challenge. Because trust me, this is just the opening act. Now, let's break this down. Because the dichotomy of control isn't just a cute list. It's a mental superpower that rewires how you see the world. The Stoics were obsessed with this idea. You can't control the weather, other people's opinions, or whether pineapple belongs on pizza. Sorry, Hawaii, it's a no from me. But you can control your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who juggled an empire, wars, and a plague that'd make COVID blush, wrote in his diary, yeah, the guy journaled, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Translation: life's a wild roller coaster, but you get to choose how you ride it, screaming or smiling. Why does this matter? Because every time you freak out over something you can't fix, like, say, your coworker stealing your lunch from the fridge, you're handing over your power like it's a free coupon. The Stoics say, nah, keep that power in your pocket. Picture this. You're Tony Stark, and life's throwing asteroids at your suit. You can't stop the asteroids, but you can control your thrusters, your shields, your snarky one-liners. That's the dichotomy of control, focusing on your tech, not the chaos. Want to take it up a notch? Try this Stoic hack. Next time something pisses you off, like your Amazon package is late again, pause and ask, can I control this? If the answer's no, let it go like Elsa in Frozen. If the answer's yes, do something about it, like emailing support with a chill vibe instead of a rant. This tiny question is your Stoic shield, blocking life's arrows before they hit. Drop a comment below. What's one thing stressing you out right now? And is it in your control bucket or not? Let's sort this out together. Okay, let's get practical, because the Stoics weren't just about deep thoughts. They were about real-world action. Say you're at work, and your boss drops a last-minute project on your desk, due yesterday. Your heart's racing, your palms are sweaty. Eminem's spaghetti moment, right? Most of us would spiral, cursing the universe, our boss, maybe even the stapler. But here's where the dichotomy of control kicks in like a superhero landing. Can you control your boss's decision? Nope. Right bucket. Can you control the deadline? Nope. Right bucket again. But can you control how you tackle it? Your effort, your focus, your attitude? Hell yeah. Left bucket, baby. Here's the move. Take a deep breath. Crack your knuckles and tell yourself, I can't change the game, but I can play it like a champ. Focus on what you can do. Break the project into chunks. Grab a coffee, crank some music, and let the rest slide. It's like Batman facing the Joker. He can't control the clown's chaos, but he can control his punches, his gadgets, his grit. That's Stoic power in action, turning a freak out into a flex. And here's a wild one. Apply this to relationships. Your partner's mad at you, maybe you forgot date night. Oops. Can you control their feelings? Nope. Right bucket. Can you control their words? Nope. Right bucket again. But can you control your response, staying calm, owning your mistake, planning a makeup date? You bet. Left bucket all the way. This Stoic trick doesn't just save your sanity, it saves your love life too. Now, here's your challenge. Pick one situation today where you're tempted to lose it. Traffic, work, whatever. And use the dichotomy of control. Sort it into buckets. Focus on what you can do, and let the rest roll off like water off a duck. Then, come back to the comments and spill. Did you feel like a Stoic Jedi? Or did you crash and burn? Either way, you're leveling up. And that's the name of the game. Let's talk about why this hits so hard. Because the dichotomy of control isn't just a life hack, it's a liberation. The Stoics knew we're all trapped in a world of chaos, wars, plagues, Roman traffic jams. Imagine chariots cutting you off. But they also knew the real prison isn't out there. It's in here, in your head, when you let the uncontrollable chain you up. Epictetus, the ex-slave who became a philosophical beast, said, some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever our own actions. Translation: your mind's your kingdom. Rule it, and you're free. Picture this. You're Spider-Man, swinging through life. You can't control the Green Goblin tossing bombs, but you can control your webs, your flips, your quips. That's the dichotomy of control. Owning your moves, not the mayhem. And here's the crazy part. Science backs this up. Studies in psychology, like a 2016 paper from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, show that focusing on what you can control slashes stress and boosts resilience. The Stoics were basically neuroscientists 2,000 years ahead of their time. Want to go deeper? Try the worst-case scenario trick. Next time you're stressing, say you might miss a deadline. Imagine the absolute worst outcome. Your boss yells, you get fired. You're living in a van down by the river. Now sort it. What can you control? Your effort, your communication, your next steps. Left bucket. What can't you control? Your boss's reaction, the company's rules. Right bucket. By facing the worst and focusing on your moves, you shrink the fear and steal its power. It's like Nick Fury staring down a helicarrier crash. Calm, collected, in charge. Let's look at a Stoic legend in action. Epictetus again. Born a slave, he couldn't control his body's freedom. His master could have broken his leg on a whim, and legend says he did. But he could control his mind, his philosophy, his legacy. He said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Translation: life's tough for everyone. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't. He turned slavery into a classroom, teaching us that freedom isn't about chains, it's about choices. What's your modern-day slavery? Maybe a toxic job, a bad breakup, or just 2023 vibes. How can you channel Epictetus to break free? And here's another Stoic rock star, Marcus Aurelius. This guy ruled Rome during the Antonine Plague. Think millions dead, economy trashed, empire wobbling. He couldn't control the virus, the death toll, or the panic. But he could control his leadership, his calm, his journal entries that became meditations. He wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Translation: stick to your lane, your actions, your words, and let the chaos do its thing. What's your modern-day plague? Maybe work stress, family drama, social media trolls. How can you channel Marcus to stay steady? Now, let's talk about applying this daily, because the dichotomy of control isn't a one and done. It's a lifestyle. Start your morning with a Stoic reset. Before you even check your phone, ask, what can I control today? Maybe it's your effort at work, your kindness to a stranger, your decision to skip that third coffee. Write it down, own it, live it. It's like putting on mental armor before the world throws its punches. And here's another trick. The let it go mantra. Next time something's out of your hands, like your team loses the big game, say to yourself, not my circus, not my monkeys. It's a Stoic mic drop, freeing you from the uncontrollable so you can focus on your next play. Try it today. Then tell me in the comments, did it feel like shedding a 50-pound backpack of stress? Want to go deeper? Journal it out Stoic style. Every night, grab that notebook and split your day into buckets. What stressed you out? Was it controllable, like how you handled a rude email, or uncontrollable, like the weather ruining your picnic? Reflect on what you nailed, what you botched, and how you'll do better tomorrow. It's like debriefing with Nick Fury after a mission. Every lesson makes you sharper. And here's a wild one. Voluntary discomfort, Stoic edition. Skip your Uber and walk in the rain. Or say no to that late-night snack. Why? Because when you practice letting go of small stuff you can't control, like comfort, you're training for the big stuff, like layoffs or heartbreak. It's like Wolverine sharpening his claws. Every scratch makes you tougher. Want to level up? Try the view from above. Marcus Aurelius's favorite. When you're stressing, say your Wi-Fi's out again, imagine zooming out, seeing your life from space. Your router's a speck, your town's a dot, your drama's dust in the cosmic wind. This Stoic hack shrinks the uncontrollable and boosts your chill. Picture yourself as an astronaut, floating above it all. What's one thing you'd let go of right now? Drop it in the comments. Every night, reflect on your dichotomy wins. Write down moments where you focused on your lane, like staying calm during a fight, and moments where you veered off, like raging at a delayed flight. Then, ask, how could I stick to my bucket tomorrow? This isn't about perfection, it's about progress, one Stoic step at a time. Let's talk about why this sticks with you. Because the dichotomy of control isn't just a mental trick. It's a mindset shift that hits like a freight train. The Stoics knew life's a mess. Betrayal, loss, chariot gridlock. But they also knew you don't have to be. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher who faced exile and Roman corruption, said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Translation: most of your stress isn't the thing. It's your freak out about the thing. Sort it into buckets, and suddenly you're not suffering. You're strategizing. Picture this. You're Thor, hammer in hand. You can't control Loki's tricks, but you can control your swing, your stance, your thunder. That's the dichotomy of control. Owning your power, not the plot twists. And here's the crazy part. Modern science agrees. A 2020 study in cognitive therapy and research found that focusing on controllable actions cuts anxiety by up to 30%. The Stoics were basically therapists with togas, dropping wisdom bombs we're only now catching up to. Want to go deeper? Try the "what's my move" game. Next time life sucker punches you, say your car breaks down. Don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What's my move?" Can't control a breakdown? Right bucket. Can control calling a tow, staying calm, finding a ride? Left bucket. This Stoic hack turns victim mode into victor mode. Fast. Let's look at Seneca again. Exiled to Corsica for 8 years. Think island jail with no Wi-Fi. He couldn't control the emperor's orders, but he could control his writing, his philosophy, his legacy. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Translation: your circumstances don't own you, your choices do. What's your modern-day exile? Maybe a dead-end job, a toxic friend, or just 2023 chaos. How can you channel Seneca to own your lane? And Epictetus. This guy's leg was broken by his master. Talk about uncontrollable. But he turned it into a Stoic flex, teaching, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Translation: sort your buckets, and you're unstoppable. What's your modern-day broken leg? Maybe a health scare, a betrayal, or just the internet. How can you channel Epictetus to sort it out? Now, let's talk about mastering this daily. Because the dichotomy of control isn't a weekend project. It's a lifelong grind. Start your day with a Stoic checklist. What's in my control today? My effort, my words, my vibe. What's not? The weather, my coworker's attitude, the stock market. Focus on the left. Shrug off the right. And watch your stress melt like ice cream in July. And here's another trick. The 3 breaths rule. Next time something's out of your hands, like your kid spills juice on your laptop, take 3 deep breaths and sort it. Can't control the spill? Right bucket. Can control your reaction, your cleanup, your next step? Left bucket. This Stoic pause is your reset button, keeping you cool when life's hot. Want to go deeper? Meditate. Stoic style. Sit quietly and imagine everything you can't control. Traffic, politics, your ex's TikToks, floating away like balloons. Then imagine everything you can control. Your hustle, your kindness, your grit, glowing like a superhero aura. This Stoic meditation locks you into your power, letting the rest drift off. And here's a pro tip. Share it. Next time you're with friends, play the bucket game. Ask, what's stressing you out? Sort it together. Controllable, uncontrollable. And watch their jaws drop when they realize how much they're carrying that's not theirs to hold. It's like being a Stoic guru, spreading the vibe one chat at a time. Every night, reflect on your dichotomy wins and losses. Write down moments where you owned your lane, like crushing a workout despite a bad day, and moments where you slipped, like yelling at a telemarketer. Then, ask, how can I sort better tomorrow? This isn't about perfection. It's about progress, one bucket at a time. Let's wrap this up with a final Stoic challenge. Call it your endgame mission. For the next 30 days, live the dichotomy of control like it's your superpower. Start each day sorting your buckets. Pause before you react. Reflect every night on what you owned and what you let go. Maybe you'll journal it. Maybe you'll meditate it. Maybe you'll just breathe it. Whatever works, commit to it. Then come back to the comments and tell me, did it change your life? Did it make you feel like Wonder Woman? Swing your stress and tossing it aside. And here's the big Stoic secret. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. The Stoics didn't expect you to nail this overnight. They expected you to fight for it, to grow with it, to become a warrior of your own mind. Every freak-out you dodge, every chaos you shrug off, every choice you own, it's all sculpting you into the hero you were born to be. So, what's the move? Hit that like button if this lit a fire under you. Hit subscribe if you're joining the Stoic squad. And ring that bell so you never miss a dose of ancient wisdom for modern madness. Share this with one person who needs it. Your stressed-out buddy, your overthinking sibling, or just someone drowning in drama. Together, we'll master the dichotomy of control, one bucket at a time. Until next time, stay focused, stay free, and stay stoic. Peace out.